Hello, everyone, and welcome to EDUC 510. I'm your Professor Michael Kalin in my professor attire, as you can tell. It's actually a very cold morning in California right now, but I wanted to come out and I'm wearing my Eugene hat, so go NCU, you know what I mean? Eugene, I'm with you. I wanted to just give you a welcome and give you a little bit of the expectation for this course and talk about some ideas. So the class is called Alternative Learning Strategies, which, by the way, I should let you know that we're actually in my, well, I guess it would be a barn, but we have converted this particular room to our homeschool room. I have 3 children. They are all homeschooled, and this is where the magic happens. Well, the messy desk you see behind me, and the messy floor, and the messy room, and the messy area over here, and the messy area over here, which I won't spin the camera around for you, is to illustrate the point. Learning is messy, and I mean that in the most beautiful way possible. That this class is going to look at all the different ways we learn, and not just we, but how we lead, how we follow, how we integrate in a team, and what we can expect of our learners, whether they're K through 12 or whether they're adult learners. Alternative learning strategy in many ways is kind of a form of differentiated instruction. You could see it that way, that we look at multiple paths to get to the same goal and objective. Um, but what I'd really like you to think about is that what I love about this course is I've taught many courses through NCU that are very project based, right? You're working on a multimedia project. You're building your graphic design skills. You're building a website for future educators. You're creating a database of resources, etc. This class is different in that week to week you will be looking at alternative learning strategies, things that teachers do to make their methods and instructional strategies more effective for kids and adults and adults. Sorry, sorry. Forgive me if you work with adult learners. So, um, for example, this week you're going to be looking at a few different areas of policy, legislation. You'll be looking at different practices. We'll be looking at some of the buzzwords. You'll hear some jargon, educational jargon that you might have heard in the news or in Ed Wonk circles, if that's kind of your crowd. But overall, week to week, we're going to be looking at new issues. Week to week, I'm going to ask you to reflect upon those issues. And week to week, you'll be submitting your responses to those issues on our Edmodo website. Now, we use a combination of VCamp. That's where we get weekly announcements. I post them on Sunday to Monday, typically. They'll lay it out for the whole week of what your expectations are, what you're going to read, what you're going to watch, and how you're going to respond. When you respond, you'll be responding in Edmodo, and I will shortly post a video of how to navigate the Edmodo website. If you've used it before, you'll know that there are really some very good organizational scaffolds for there, which is why I like it. It's also a great host for resources. Now, it's also open source, so of course you can get to it anytime you like, and I'll be posting a lot of free resources, etc. there. So watch for that video, but really I want you to focus. This is a class that I really, in thinking about it and formulating it, I really wanted to give students a time to truly reflect. And your Dr. Dale Henry is incredible. When you watch his lectures, he gives you a lot of opportunity to identify your own preferences and your own predilections for learning. When he talks about the team model, when we talk about the reluctant learner, when we talk about things that people probably have done for years that are pretty ineffective, and some things that are very effective. So, welcome to our alternative learning strategies. Be prepared to really be involved in the thinking and reflecting process. Be prepared to get theoretical, because as you look at the theoretical, especially those of you who are not in a classroom yet, but as you look at the potential for these ideas, you will no doubt want to practice them in your classroom. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Please read the syllabus carefully. Go to VCamp, look at the first week's announcements, read those carefully. Lots of careful reading will be required. So I'm into repetition. I am also into giving you access to me when you need it. So you'll see my phone number on the syllabus. Please call me at any time. Actually, not any time. That would not be ideal. But there are hours on the syllabus, and in the effort not to get them incorrect, I'm not going to state them. I'm just going to say read syllabus. I'm very honored to be here. I'm very happy to be here. I hope that you're ready for a really interesting class. I think you'll enjoy it. Thank you.